Alright, welcome back to another game of Wargame Red Dragon. This is ranked. I'm playing the last. He's a sergeant. It's been a little bit since I've played this game, so hopefully things go well. I already got a fob. Alright. So I'm trying Eastern Bloc this time. I've been playing around with this deck, so this is I made some changes here, but I'll talk about them as I get into the game. But right now I'm going to set up. Let's see, where do I want to focus? I mean, there's kind of a standard opening for this map, I think, but yeah, I don't know if I really want to try fast pushing that. I think I know what I want to do, though. He didn't respond to me. That's always kind of frustrating. Overdoing it with that. Actually. I'm gonna try a little sneaky attack here. See if it works. Probably not, but we'll see. This will be interesting. Alright, let's see if he does something stupid to me here.
Stamtąd będziemy mieć dobry widok. Beschädigung ist auf dem Weg.
Bro, come on, it's an unlock. Or unload. Let's do this.
Weźcie lornetkę, kapralu.
See what's going on here. That's interesting.
Holen Sie das Fernglas raus, Stuft.
It's not going this way.
Was wollen Sie denn diesmal? Potrzebuje pan dodatkowej pary oczu, ser? Pane? Ano, pane! Wasze rozkazy, pane. Jakie ma pan dla nas rozkazy, ser?
Through the middle of him. Being honest here.
Zauważyli nas! Masz dla mnie jakieś zadanie?
actually okay.
Připraveni k palbě, pane. Haben Sie was entdeckt? My, pane?
K1s are coming across here.
Kurs nach
Okay,
Spuren.
that means they've got
Irgendwelche Kunden für eine Taxitour?
probably could attack into his spawn.
To the Schwert. Jawohl, Kommandant. Hned jak něco svítne do vzduchu, šundáme to. Haben Sie was entdeckt? Jawohl, Kommandant. Tak ven. Nakonec vždycky dojde na
Take one
pěšáka
over
a jeho
here
kvér.
to hold this area.
Nové
Some
rozkazy,
guys are
pane?
gonna go over here.
Zbraně připraveny.
He's within range.
Rozstřílíme je na maděru.
Okay.
My jim to natankujeme, pane. Pán, do nich.
This guy didn't do what I wanted.
Wer wagt, gewinnt. Přesunujeme se. Man sagt, ein guter Späher ist einer, den man nicht sieht. A dejte nám souřadnice, pane. Nakonec vždycky dojde na pěšáka a jeho kvér. Der Hauptmann und seine Crew begrüßen Sie an Bord. Kein Kontakt, aber nichts, das wir nicht schaffen. Pluton, szykuj gotowości. Nikt nie zastąpi Piekura i jego karabinu. Co pro vás můžeme jako tak dělat, pane? Pomoci! Pomoci! Pomoci!
Got me there. Okay. Let's. So far, so good.
Po taksówkę!
Let's keep it up.
Ktoś dzwonił po taksówkę? Sprechen Sie, over.
Okay. Let's get that. Okay.
Masz
So
dla mnie
they are
jakieś
finally
zadanie?
starting to push this area, huh?
Zu Ihren Diensten, Kommandant. Ci wiecie, nie macie. Entschuldigen Sie, Kommandant, das ist vertraulich. Wir erkunden das Gebiet.
We're gonna need another
Ustupujemy Ziel.
something up here, huh?
Speer bereit, Kommandant.
Need a new
Atakują nas!
knew it.
To nie moja wojna.
Did he give up? Alright. Must have. Well, that was a short game. Kind of curious to see what he did here because he didn't have much on the ground. Let's just see. Two ninjas, huh? Let's start. I just wasn't. I was surprised that he didn't put enough here because that just let me roll in, and he didn't have much in Bravo either. So, did he just have a lot in golf? Maybe. Huh. Just really didn't have anything anywhere. I mean, I don't know what this was. Maybe he misclicked and he meant to put him there. He had two very expensive recon helicopters, so I guess he would have stopped me if I had an air push. And those were Voodoo Ren. I mean, that's recon. Maybe he bought planes. Yeah, the two K1s, I guess, but like, it's not enough points there. I don't know what he did. Hmm. 200. Yeah, maybe. Well, maybe he just banked some points and he had aircraft, but they never got used. This would have been the best chance to do this stuff. To be honest, I kind of sort of stop here instead. Killed this thing. Lost the best position. Throwing out peace pheasants against my tanks. I'm like, okay, you got me. But, yeah, I don't think there's much to analyze here. I guess he did lose to the KFC and a short arrow. Okay, yeah, I guess that was his last attempt. It's a good thing I bought that. You, all right. Let's get another game in. So I don't normally like to go and uh, record already previously played games, but in this case, I had actually forgotten to hit record. But it was a kind of an interesting and amusing match, so I figured I'd actually record a replay of it just to kind of walk through it. So this was a 1v1 on Paddy Field against 1984. He'd just set up this game. I could kind of see from his win rate, and he was playing USA. I was playing USSR, but I could kind of see from his win rate that he was probably somebody who had developed some kind of a cheese tactic or some kind of a very specific strategy on this map. So I kind of went into this game expecting that. Otherwise, I played a pretty standard opener. I put a few infantry blocker units and a BMPT over here in the forest, VDV and some recon over here in Bravo, a few units in the middle to golf, just kind of hold that forest section down, and then I put my BU heavy tank and Azalo and some other motorized infantry over towards Foxtrot. So I was expecting something, but I didn't really know what it was going to be. So let's take a look here. So we can see that he originally tried to push a few infantry units over here into this forest, which I kind of lost track of that early on. But the main action was taking place over on this side, which is sort of the standard engagement area for the beginning of this paddy field match. So he's got a bunch of armor coming down the road, which I can immediately see where Abrams and some infantry supporting and probably anti-aircraft in back. I didn't actually have a whole lot on the ground, so I got kind of lucky here. And I'm really glad that I had this some motorized infantry going in first. That's really why I like to do that, so that you can have something in this forest before the enemy does, so that if this happens, you can do exactly what happened here. So he had infantry kind of, even though this unit is not very good, and they have a pretty low AP weapon, it's only 17 AP, because it was over there in the forest, it was basically had visibility on his flank, and so the combination of the Morskaya and the BU were able to basically finish off both Abrams. If he had a 1A2, I would not have survived this though, so I don't want to overhype how well this was. I got really lucky here as well because he had a Hornet coming in and I had smoke come down just in time. And he lost that Hornet right away. So at this point, I noticed that I'd lost infantry over in Boris, so I sort of had to switch my focus over the center real quick, where I saw that my units went down. So put some infantry in town here to just kind of block it off, and sent in a helicopter. But the amusing part of this is that at this point I think he knew that his initial strategy had not succeeded. I think he had intended to, either test Fedor and then push down into center and basically cap off this zone while using aircraft, and that didn't work. So at this point he started blind bombing Elena. You can see he has a Nighthawk, he had a Deagle. And so I just kind of gradually built up my air defense here. I sent over this BTR-90 on a bit of a flanking move, just to see if he could get in the base and maybe take out the CV. So I forced him to spend a few units to defend against us at least, but I didn't kill it. It ended up being over here though. Now at this point, I knew that he didn't have a whole lot on the board, because I had units all the way up in Anna. I knew he had some stuff over here, probably in Sheridan, but I actually didn't realize, but when I looked at the replay later, you can see that he actually had almost nothing on the board. He just had a ton of points invested into aircraft. Yeah, at this point he called in a Cobra to kill my BTR-90. Like, I almost got it because I had an ammo box crit on it, but yeah. Yeah, so you can see that he didn't really have much on the board at this point, but yeah. So he kept trying to blind bottom positions. So he'd send these Nighthawks and Deagles out on flanking runs. So I just kept kind of building up my air defense here, and I called in more CVs just to make sure that he couldn't come back around. You can see here he tried to bomb bottom of Elena. He bombed here, he bombed here, he bombed here. He's going to keep bombing. He got so frustrated. I could see in his last message um, asking like, "Where's the CV?" You know. So yeah, this game could have ended earlier if I'd pushed up faster, but um, I didn't really want to. I knew I had this game in the bag. I just didn't want to waste forces one by one. And one helicopter, like a longbow or something, can easily take out a bunch of advancing units that get picked off one by one. So I'm always a little bit cautious, and I basically just use my, you know, advantage on the ground to gain better positions defensively, so that he wouldn't be able to get back into Boris or Greg. And it turned out that was all it needed.